Okay, we're streaming. Is this working? And it's receiving my content. Your adventures. I am live. Hey guys, for those that are just coming and watch during non-live times, I'm actually just going to sit here and just edit some videos. So I'm gonna, kind of talk through it. It might get boring, right? This is just for people who are interested in what I do when I'm editing something. This is a Malifaux Batrep. So what I'm going to do right now, if you could bear with me, is actually get people here involved and just kind of share the link out. So hopefully, I have no clue where the damn link is. So let's see. I'm very, very rusty in this. Doing the live stuff. I think this is it. Where does this take me? Okay, yeah, that's it. All right, cool. Let's see here. Hey, I'm streaming while I'm editing. Curious about how I do it? Check it out and chat. Going off, let's say an hour, around 8 p.m. So I don't know if anyone's checking it out now or if anyone's here yet. So let's get that out of the way. Sorry guys, I'd show you my screen, but there's some stuff I'd rather not show. Or that I can't show. What's going on? Oh, there's 3 people already in here, guys. Hey guys, thank you for watching. Excuse me while I set everything up here. Trying to get more people into it from Facebook. That means I gotta post to the 50,000 Facebook groups that I have. So hold on a second here. So what we're doing today, guys, for the live that are you coming in live, I'm just gonna do some editing. A lot of people have been asking me, hey, how you do it and all stuff. So I'm gonna do this. And you guys can sit here and watch or talk or what have you, and we'll go from there. Shoot, where else should I post this? I have rules on specific Facebook groups about what I can and what people can or cannot post, and I try not to break those rules because it looks really silly if I go and break my own rules. But sometimes there's just got to do what you got to do. Okay, guys. Welcome. Let me go back here. Let me see if you guys are chatting. Hey, Killer Fox, or Killed Fox. How you doing, buddy? Okay, so I wish I could show you the chat too. Then you guys, they're watching when it's not live, could see what the hell I'm answering to. But there's already so much on the screen, so it's gonna be hard. So I'm gonna talk while I'm going here. Okay, so what I'm editing here is a Malifaux Batrep. This was recorded like a year ago, and I just found it, dusted out, and I'm getting back in everything and doing videos again. So a lot of our groups around here, my friends are getting, well, a couple of my friends are getting Malifaux. I've been in Malifaux, and there's another group that's already been established. So we're kind of gonna mesh it up, get everyone together, start playing a lot more. We just did that this weekend, this Sunday. So Malifaux is going to be the next game group that we're going to mainly concentrate. We'll still be doing 40k and all that stuff, but yeah, Malifaux will be the main thing until we get going, get it blown up, and then we'll move on to different games on the channel. So while we're still doing Malifaux, we're going to be doing all the painting stuff as well. So let's see here. So I don't know if anyone's going to get in on this. There's 3 of you guys watching right now. I didn't announce this ahead of time. So yeah, anyway, so if you guys have questions or whatever, just type it in chat, and hopefully the chat will update quick. I don't know, there used to be a lag, so I don't know, but I'm watching the chat on my other screen here. I have 3 monitors going, and it makes it really hard when I'm doing this because I'm trying to fit everything on the screen. Usually I have the program monitor in another monitor that I could see it full size, so this is gonna be a little hard. So right now what I was working on here, as you can see, I already kind of laid the whole thing out here with all the interlays and stuff. So if you guys are curious, There's actually 2 cameras right now showing on this layout here. We have, let's see here, get this there. Don't be a little bitch. Okay. Okay, so first we have the main wide cam angle here. That's what you're seeing in the middle of the screen. Then you'll see on the left there is the card flipping camera. Normally that would be a dice roll camera if we're using dice in the game that we're playing, but Malifaux plays by cards. So you can see these are both synced up here.
This is setup.
So see, I had to sync up both these videos here. And while I'm syncing it up, I've also synced up the audio. See, I record a separate audio track with a recorder that looks like this, right? And what it is I plug it into the remote, to the lapel mic remote. And I have another set that's a lapel mic remote that you know, we clip on and we talk. That's why it sounds pretty decent, you know, all the videos. That's one of the major things that I want to make sure is that you hear what we're saying. It's not crackling, it's not far away, it's not echoey. One of the best things to making good videos is making it sound good. So that's important. So we synced it up there, and later on you will see me sync some stuff up if we get there, pretty sure. But okay, so we have these 2 videos here. And we have the overlays. This is the setup. If you see the title there blinking, that's where you see the setup and also the turn number, as well as the scheme that we're playing. And then this is the overlay of the actual UI for the players. If you see, I turn it off, you don't see anyone else. And everything else is pretty much the background. Okay. So you have multiple layers here working at the same time. Now this is just the setup segment, okay? So I do this all in segments, especially when playing a game. I film it 1 turn at a time. So if it's like 40K, it'd be turn 1, film the whole segment there, cut, take a break, start recording everything again for turn 2. So it goes like this. That's how I edit in segments. It makes it a lot more easier than just doing a huge long stream and just one huge file. That's not going to work very well for editing and organizing. So once you get everything synced up and you have the layout, then this is when I go and edit in animation stuff. Again, this is different. Whenever we go into turns, you'll see the process is a lot more different.
Do it or you want to? Alright, yeah.
So I had to sync up with everything. I have to watch what's going on. So when he flips down the card,
so shuffle, you're dead.
And the reason why I'm using animation here is because you can't really see the cards all that well. So when he drops the card, animation will come in.
Strategies.
Like that, so that the people could see what the hell is going on. Okay.
That is a tome for strategy. Strategy is Squatter's Right.
And explanations. This is a how-to battle rep on how to play Malifaux. So one of the most important things is people understand what the hell is going on. When you're calling out schemes and stuff or objectives or whatever, then you know what's going on. So put it on the screen. You got to let them be able to pause the video and read it and whatever. Okay. Now when you're doing just a regular bat rep and it's for veteran players, they'll be able to follow it. A lot of my bat reps do a lot of these animations because I want the newer guys to be able to follow it too, because my audience isn't just veterans, it's newer people that's getting into the game and stuff. They want to learn you know, how to play the game. Mostly they're not going to learn strat from me, especially for me because I suck at strategy, but either way, you know, they want to learn, so you got to give them everything as possible without overflowing them with information.
Okay, so we got Squatter's Right.
And if you see here, this is what's going on in here. Is the card flip is this segment here. I want you to see that. Okay, the Squatter Right's text is here. Okay, so when I timed it, when he flipped in the card,
Strategies.
pops
that
in.
Is a tome for strategy. Strategy is...
Now he's saying, what is squatter right?
Squatter's right.
Show it on the screen. Okay. Here, same thing. This was what I was working on before I started streaming. Follow both when he dropped the cards, drop the animation.
Ooh, we have doubles.
Uh-oh.
That's gonna be
Double suit, right?
double suit. So any doubles is considered double. So distract and line in the sand. That's what happens when during doubles.
And those are the schemes. If you play Malifaux, you understand that before you start the game, you gotta flip a strategy and a scheme. So right now, what my next steps would be to fix these, the flips, because they went off screen way too late. And I'm going to be scared to do this because last time I tried this, it crashed the program. Shoot, it's probably going to crash it again because it has some weird thing going on here. Oh, okay, it didn't crash it. Speed. Now what I'm doing here is adjusting the speed. I speed it up about 300%, mainly because when you flip the card, it's kind of slow, the animation. I'll show you in a bit here. Hold on. Let's look through the card flips here. Alright, now these card flips I've done in Adobe After Effects. Adobe After Effects is a compositing program which makes animations and all the really cool effects if you really want to get into the heavy stuff. Okay, you can do some cool effects with Adobe Premiere, which is what I'm using here. This is the editing software, but this is the card flips. This is crows of 2 of crows. So you see how slow that is. So that's why I'm speeding up about 200%. Stay faster on the actual video itself. Okay, so now why I'm making this slower is so I could stretch it out, because what I did here was I clipped the clip here, so I cut it in 2, I split the clip, and here I froze it so that holds it when the cards are facing up. Okay, now if I go ahead and change the speed and duration to, like, say 50%, it'll stretch it, and that's exactly what I want, to make it stretch out longer. Now another way to do this is to just bring in the image of the cards and use those instead of this, you know. But since the clip's already here, I might as well use it. Do not know why it's that, but that is kind of a workaround type of thing.
Ooh, we have doubles.
Uh-oh.
Okay, we'll go ahead and fade it there. And I'm going to dissolve it. Here what I'm doing is dissolving to half a second, not a full second. What you see here is...
Ooh, we have doubles.
Uh-oh.
That's gonna be
Double suit, right?
okay. Now the question is, where we put the schemes?
Ooh, we have doubles.
Uh-oh.
That's gonna be
Double suit, right?
double suit. So any doubles is considered double. So distract and line in the sand. That's what happens.
Okay.
Distract and line in the they're double. So distract.
There's a distract and line in the sand. He says distract and line in the sand, so we'll go ahead and type those up. So then what I would do now is go, and later on I will probably make another folder and put all these titles in there. What I'm going to do right now is take Squatter's Right. This is the original title for Squatter's Right. I'm going to go ahead and duplicate that. This makes it easier because the placement of the text is already there. Okay. Okay, and I want to explain what line in the sand is. Now what I'm doing here, I'm not going to copy it word for word. I'm just going to just summarize it. I don't think Weird would like me to copy it word for word. That's why a lot of things I try not to show too much on the screen. As you can tell, the card flips are actually customized cards. I didn't scan any of their cards to use because copyright stuff. Weird is really good about stuff like that. They don't really jump down your throat. So I do talk to them once in a while, and I want to make sure that, hey, is it okay to use this or use that, and they would give me some advice about what I can or can't use. Like mostly they don't care if I show the cards from the beginning set. That you could actually see both sides. But they do have a problem if I used a more permanent type of crew or faction character card. So line in the sand. I believe he said line in the sand. Now I'll check it out again. So what are we looking at here? Sorry if I'm boring you guys, but hey, this is what I do when I edit the videos for you guys. Alright, I have no clue where it went. And my scheme cards are downstairs, so bear with me here. If you have not played Malifaux, it's a great game. Very different. Uses cards instead of dice. So, and it's really strategical. I like it. It's fun. Okay, I think I found it here. I think. There you go. Wait, is it Lightning Sand he said? I think I messed this up now.
Is considered double, so distract and line in the sand.
Oh, it is line in the sand. I thought you always get line in the sand. Alright. So line in the sand, you must mark out a border which your crew holds influence. At the end of the game, the crew earns 2 VP if it has at least 4 scheme markers on the center line. Okay. There is more explanation here. Okay, we'll type it up really quick. Alright. Line in the sand. You score 2 VP if there's scheme markers on set. Okay. You score two VP at the end of the game. Shoot, I lost my stupid fonts. Damn it. If you there's the font. It's Bookmental style. Let's fix that. And of course, the size is 30. End of the game. If we have at least 4. Have at least 4 scheme markers on the center line. If revealed, you earn 1 extra VP. Okay, and the second one was, what was it? I'll just put it all in the one track there.
That's what happens when during double. So distract and line in the sand.
Distract. That is 28 days later at 50. Sorry about that. Okay. All non-peon models in this crew may target a non-peon enemy model within 1 inch of the interact action to give the target a following condition where they get distracted. This model may take 2 interaction action to remove this condition. Alright, the scheme starts the game on reveal. The first time any model gets distracted, reveal the scheme at the end of every turn. The crew earns 1 PvP if at least 2 enemy models have distract condition. Alright, that is the key sentence there. My poor book's falling apart. Okay. Distract. Earn. Damn it. One VP at end every turn if 2 distracted. And that's it. If they really want to know what distracted is, they're going to have to look in the book, because we want them to buy the book, get into this game. Okay, so we'll save that. Well, I'll have to save it. Sorry, there. Schemes 1. Alright, because there's, I think, 2 more schemes that he has to flip. 2, 3 more? I don't remember.
Any doubles is...
Uh-oh.
That's going to be...
Double suit, right?
Double suit. So any doubles is considered double. So distract.
Boom.
And line in the sand. That's what happens when during doubles.
Okay, I'm going to hold that. That part is probably going to be cut, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to render this and then re-edit over it again. So when I render this the first, before the final render, it's going to render in super high quality. So it's going to be a huge file. I'm going to be working with huge files left and right, but that's the name of the game.
It's going to be
double suit, right?
Double suit. So any doubles is considered double. So distract and line in the sand. That's what happens when during doubles.
Okay, this part will be cut.
And then it's 9 of crow.
A line in the sand.
6 of crow and 12 of crow. So I'm going to pull the 6 as plant explosives.
Okay. Stretch it out to there.
And then it's 9 of crow.
A line in the sand.
Oh, 6 of crow. 6 of crow and 12 of crow.
Okay, 6 of crows and 12 of crow.
So I'm going to pull the 6 as plant explosives.
Plant explosives.
12 is frame for murder.
Frame for murder. That's it, right? Why is there one more?
And I gotta find the crow.
Oh.
It is assassinate. Oh.
Assassinate. Okay, so we gotta write those up. It's not very exciting editing this stuff, guys.
Crow and 12 of crow. So I'm gonna pull the 6 as plant explosive. Explosives.
Okay, we'll go and duplicate this. Call it schemes 2. Edit this to say plant explosive. Plant explosives.
$12 is frame for murder.
Frame for murder. Ah. Let's copy this down. Assassinate. 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 Okay. Alright, so that's what's going to show up. Where's the damn book? And this is the problem with living streaming this stuff. You sitting here watching me look through a book. It's gotta be boring. No editing or anything. If you guys got questions, just ask them on chat. I've only seen that one person say anything. Killed Fox. Okay. Am I even still streaming? Yeah, still live streaming. Cool. So we got plant explosives, plant evidence, plant explosives. Once per game at the end of any turn, this crew may review the scheme and earn 1 VP for each enemy model that is within 3 inches of at least one of the crew scheme markers. Then remove all of the scheme markers which is within 3 inches of any model. Ah. So how do we say that? At the end of any turn. Is it any turn? Once per game at the end of any turn. At the of any turn, you may reveal scheme and earn 1 VP per model per enemy model within 3 inches of at least one of the at least one of this crew's scheme marker. Okay. Frame for murder, hopefully that's a less explanation there. Where the hell is it? Alright, there it is. And I can't see. Scheming player notes one of his own non-peon models as a sucker. If the chosen sucker model is killed or sacrificed by any model, score 1 PvP. If the enemy model was a master or henchman, score 2 VP instead. As soon as the scheme is accomplished, reveal it. If it was accomplished before turn 4, score 1 additional VP. I'm not going to explain all that. I'm just going to simply say score no select one of your non-peon models as a sucker, as the sucker. Earn VPs if it is killed. Simple. I'm running out of room here. Okay. Which actually I could go and adjust this a little bit more. Give me a little more space. I gotta assassinate there, damn it. I'll make it go right above there. I'm gonna have to go ahead and give it a stroke, just so people could read it over the screen. Let's go for 50. There we go. Alright, and for assassinate, earn VPs for killing. Alright, I'm gonna have to go back and change the tones of the scheme text. And that happens a lot. I would go back and change stuff if I decide in the middle of editing that I need to change some kind a theme or the way things sound. Assassinate. This scheme begins the game Unreal. If the enemy leader's killed or sacrificed, reveal the scheme. Okay. Kill enemy. Come on. Kill enemy leader and gain BP. I'm just gonna go like that. So once per game, at the end of any turn, you may reveal this scheme and earn VP per enemy within 3 inches of your marker. Of a marker of your of one of your markers. Select one of your non-peon models as the sucker. Earn VPs if it is killed. I'm trying to figure out if there's better ways to say this without giving away, and then you have to look in the book to actually know more about it. Let's see if I can fix this here. I don't like how it's going over here. That's really annoying me. I'm very strict about that. It bugs the hell out of me. OCD, man, OCD. Alright. I want to clear that, so that means I'm going to squeeze these together like that. It's got to be more centered. If you can't tell already, I am very picky about stuff. Like, just down to the centering of the text and having it not go over stuff. Here we go. Drop this here.
Missing one. Pull the 6 is plant explosive.
Go stretch it out.
12 is frame for murder. Missing one. And I gotta find the crow. It is assassinate. Oh boy.
Oh, so that is our pool of 5, right?
Yep. Yep.
I'll go ahead and blink, have it blink off right about there.
Oh, so that is our pool of 5, right?
Yep.
Pool of 5, right?
Yep.
See, that bugs me too. When he says yep, it should go right off.
Yep.
Too long of a pause. Told you I am OCD
Yep.
about this stuff.
So that is our pool of 5, right?
Yep.
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 This is our pool of 5, right?
Yep.
That's a little better.
Right?
Yep.
5, right?
Yep.
Okay. So now what do we do? Well, let's go and watch whatever it is. And by the way, if any of you guys watch that's done Battle Royals with me, now you know why I get really frustrated and kind of pissed off if you fucking wasting time when the cameras are rolling. You know, when you're joking around or messing about, I get really pissy because I have to sit here and watch you mess around all over again 5 or 6 times.
Now we want to go ahead and
Well, more than 5 or 6 times.
think about it, read through it, and then we'll go ahead and pick our, create our crew out of it.
Yep.
That's the next step. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna take some time and read through all this stuff. Well, at least I have to. What squad is right?
That's the one with 5 markers in the center. I'll put them.
That's right. Okay.
That's gonna be fucking difficult with that.
And of course, before we get all comfy, gotta save it. There have been times that I worked on this thing, like a video for like 5 or 6 hours and completely forgot to save it, and it crashed, and it's horrible.
Once you claim it, what happens?
It's basically just flipping in the middle over and over.
Oh, you flip them over and...
Like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Scrub this bit.
Back here, dude.
Oops, excuse me.
Well, you want to go on top or you want to go?
Sit on top. So they could...
Alright, so he's setting up the ski markers right now, so get past all this.
$15, $18, $27, 8 months.
I see. I'm trying to figure out in the next part, because all this stuff is going to be cut out. We're not doing anything but reading the cards and trying to figure out our crew, and we're building a crew, you know. So all this will be cut out. But I'm trying to get to the next part, where something happens. I think it's when we start discussing who we chose for our crews. In that case, then I'm gonna have to scan the cards. Gotta remember though, I don't actually show the whole thing, and it's still small enough where you can't really tell what's going on. You can't really read the cards. Again, it's a copyright thing. We'd rather me not show the whole card for the main, factions. So I want to make it blurry as possible, and then when something happens like, oh, we want to know the health or whatever, that we'll zoom in and look at just that part of the card. So you can't get the full view of the card. That's what they're worried about. So that's going to take a little trickery to do. Well, are we on time? Alright, we're half an hour in. So what I'm going to do is just go for maybe 40 minutes. Right? And then do it again tomorrow. Well, I'll be editing off camera.
You walk through them?
And then, do it again tomorrow and then tell you guys where I'm at and start from there again.
Like
Kind of cool.
Well, fast explosives is basically if you have a jumbled up area, you can just drop one, destroy it at every turn. If it's 3 playing
The harder part to this too is why I'm scrubbing so much is that we recorded this more than a year ago, so I don't remember exactly what was said and what was done at the exact time. I mean, if I recorded this yesterday, then I'd remember it more and I would know exactly where to go. But right now I have no clue.
Oh. Pick your crew and then you pick. I mean, usually. I mean, it doesn't tell you, but then you build your crew around the schemes.
Right.
Yeah.
You see, all this talking, the end user will never see. Right? The planning, the trying to figure out, well, what should we talk about next and stuff like that. Most of the time when you record a bat rep, you're actually playing. A lot of people do that. They just play and then record and whatever. So this is a how-to bat rep. We kind of have to plan things out and making sure that we're doing things in order to make the editing easier for me when we get to this point. So that's why I like having people that filmed a lot with me. Like Mario. Mario films a lot with me, or he has in the past. So that's kind of why I'm very picky about who I play with when we record bat reps and stuff. And it's usually like no offense to certain people when they want, I want to record a bat rep with you, and you know, if I know how you are and like you're like one of the type that just like to screw around all the time, I'd most likely just try to avoid the subject. Or if you're really really boring and you won't look really good in front of the camera, usually I'm like, let's just play. We don't have to record a bat rep. Okay, so even in that, I'm a little picky. So yeah, that's stuff that you learn about me when doing this video stuff.
You pick your schemes and then build your schemes.
Come on.
The other way. Well, don't put those there.
I think what it is that we went
You
backwards.
don't have to put these here.
Oh.
Flip it. I'll have them, imposed on the screen.
Okay.
So he wanted to go back and redo that, but I said it was okay
Okay. You ready?
because I was gonna go back and just flip it around.
So the next thing we do is review our crews. I will be playing Misaki.
I'm playing McCabe.
Okay. And then we got to do our upgrade.
You want me to explain what my models are?
Yeah, but let me get my upgrade.
Okay.
I forgot how much. 30.
Okay, so here's the thing here. What happens now?
You always have to take
No,
care
you don't.
What happens now when we discuss what what characters we picked for a cruise? There's not enough room on this layout right now to actually show the cards. First of all, I gotta get the cards to scan, and then I'll most likely flip in a background here. Yeah, that's probably what I'll do. Hold on a second here. Let's get to that point and mark it.
So that's 18.
Such a loser. One of these guys play faster. Jeez.
So that's 6. No, that's 4.
I'm still trying to figure out my crew at this point. What the hell's going on?
How do you have 4 and then have all these upgrades?
Because my shit is cheap. This glowing saber.
Okay, here we go.
Go down your list.
Alright, I have 10.
Okay. Alright, I'll give that to you then.
Toto can probably kill my shit in one hit.
Okay.
Okay, so right here is when we start talking about. I'm gonna go ahead and mark it. That way I'll know where it's at. Oh, that is not it. Add marker. There you go. Let's get crew rundown. This is just in case I forget where I was.
So the next thing is we picked our scheme. The things we have to determine on crew, and I'm playing Misaki. You are playing
McCabe.
Okay. All right. So why don't you go down your list?
All right. All right. I have.
Go slow.
Okay.
Go
I have.
down your list. Go your. All right. So go down your list. Let them know what you have.
I have Lucas.
Okay, that's gonna be a little awkward cutting there.
6, 6, 10.
Okay. All right, I'll give that to you then.
A Toto can probably kill my shit in one hit.
Okay. So the next thing is we picked our scheme. The things we have to determine on crew, and I'm playing Saki. You are playing
McCabe.
Okay. All right. So why don't you go down your list?
Okay.
Okay. All right, I'll give that to you then.
A Toto can probably kill my shit in one hit.
Okay. So the next thing is we picked our scheme. The things we have to determine on crew, and I'm playing Saki.
Okay, and I am playing. That's where I stopped.
We picked our scheme. The things we have to determine on crew, and I'm playing. We picked our scheme. The things we have to determine on crew.
Right there. What I am going to do is go into my assets folder and find alright, I have to import it. So what I'm going to do is going to get a nice background, and I usually hold all my stuff in the common medias and the Batreps and the Malifaux. All the 40k stuff and everything is on my backup drive, and I'll move them over when I do more Batreps for 40k. So I have a common media folder that I keep reusing to try to keep things as consistent as I can. Is it under images? Here we go. Take this grunge wallpaper I have, and what happens is I could put it here, but it's going to do a lot of. It's going to add a lot of more layers to it. So what I could do to make things simple is I'll go ahead and create a new sequence. Call it O2 setup B, or here, crew rundown. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and take that out of there. And we'll move that image in here. Okay, gives it a good background there. Stretch it out a bit. What I'm going to go ahead and do here is change the scale a little bit to about there. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to flip the cards going down. One was, one side's McCabe, that's the crew Mario's playing. One side is Masaki. And then when he starts explaining what he has, we'll flip the cards in, which I have to scan. I haven't scanned them yet. So we'll flip the cards in. And then it'll just, flip a card on top of each other so it look fanned out. And that's how he will be explaining his crew. And it makes it easy. It kind of gives it a nice little eye candy. They're not going to be able to read the cards very well. So it's okay. Because all it is really just eye candy. They're going to have to listen. But while they're listening, instead of seeing a blank screen or just us talking to each other across the table, this gives it a little, more, better element. So that you're not just talking, you're just hearing talking, you're also hearing talking and a really cool visual. Oh, hey, cool. Gene, how you doing, buddy? Oops. How well does receiving donations during live chat? I don't know, Gene, honestly. Thank you, though. That's kind of cool. But I really don't know. I just turned it on, and I'm just curious how it worked. I don't think anyone's actually going to put in money. But hey, Dizzy! That is so cool. I have not seen you in ages or talked to you in ages, Diz. I've been seeing some of your new videos, though. It's really cool. Hey, Mike. Is there more than you guys in here? Because it's saying there's 3 watching now. But I have a feeling there's more than 3. I think there's something really wrong with this live chat thing. Yeah, Gene, let me know if you have questions, or let me know if any of you guys have questions. So we're gonna put that part on hold. I'm gonna have to come back and do this later because I have to scan in the cards. So what I'll go ahead and do is I need to set up turn 1. Okay, and let me show you what's going on here. I have all the audio files here. Okay, and then I have the wide cam, which you're currently seeing on the screen. I have a top cam, which basically shows the game like this. Alright, the top view, bird's eye view cam right there. Okay, and then for an alternate camera angle, I have something called the corner cam, which kind of is set up, I think, on my left shoulder, like this. And this is something I could zoom in a little bit on, just to show some more additional action and stuff, and give people a different view when I'm cutting to and from. And then of course we got our card cam. Okay, now the thing is I need to set up, the next step is actually deployment. And deployment will probably be the same setup. I'm going to go ahead and set that up really quick. So we're going to do a new sequence, call 03, deployment. And with that, and I don't know if I need the corner angle for deployment, but I do need a top cam. I'm not going to show wide cam, but dang it. Well, let's see what happens. Now, I told you earlier that I'm going to show you guys how I sync in the audio and video, which is really easy. And if you ever see me film or anyone film, they have the clapper. That's what they use to sync the audio and video with. And these are for the people that haven't done the separate audio and video from their clips. Hold on a second, let me see what I want to say. A little while ago, thanks. Dizzy, yay! We're both coming back again. I'd like to see more you doing more stuff. That'd be really cool. Yeah, you had to test that feature out. Well, thanks for the $5, I guess. I'll go get some coffee or something with it. But I hope you're doing good, Gene, though. I haven't talked to you in ages either. I need to, you're in the Hangouts, right? So maybe one day I'll show up there. But no one ever remembers me anyways. Whatever. Alright, so where was I? Yeah, so I created theme. Let's do this. I'm going to go ahead and copy the setup part of the layout. I'm going to duplicate that. I'm going to rename it to 03 and deployment. Okay, and I do this way. I named it first because I don't want to get it mixed up. This way, all I have to do is delete those two out. Delete the clips out itself. This is the second part of the clip. It's just extra stuff. Okay, take out the sound because that's the sound for the setup clip. I'm going to turn this audio track back on. Because usually what I do is I match it up, make sure it's sync with the sound and audio file for sure. Because sometimes when it's half a second off, you'll hear the robot sound. So I'd make sure to double check that they're in sync, which you'll see in a bit. So if I'm going to use two clips, I'm going to use the top cam and the wide cam. I don't think I'll need to open a separate track. These I could take away because I don't need that. I don't need the car flips, if you remember, and the text. Okay, so we'll go ahead and take those out. I'll leave the strat layer up there. Okay, so this is your typical layout, I guess, for the rest of the battle report. What I'll do is go ahead. I'm going to go ahead just for the hell of it, open 2 more tracks. I'm going to move all the tracks up, so it'll give me 2 more extra tracks. Now this isn't set up anymore, this is deployment. So what we're going to have to do is go in here, go to my assets, take the setup title, which is right here, okay? we're going to duplicate that and call it deployment. Oops. Okay, and just because I'm too lazy to type, I'll copy that. Okay, so that's deployment. Make sure it's still highlighted in the bin here, and I'll go here, do a replace with clip from the bin, and you'll see it changed to deployment up here. And oh, okay. Whoa, all the camera went freaky over there on the YouTube here. Thanks, Mike. I hope you're talking about my painting. I don't know. We're going to be doing some tutorials too soon, along with my friend Nathan. He's joining me to be part of my crew to make some videos. So he's a painter too. Taught him some airbrushing, but I'm doing this. I'm going to do a tutorial on this thing. It's the one of the AOS, those Griffin riders. That's the leader guy. So we'll have a tutorial going on that. I'm also going to do a tutorial on the stupid Stormwolf thing, the Thunderwolf, the Stormwolf. I hate it. I can never remember these names, but yeah, there'll be those tutorials I'm going to be working on next. All the while doing all the other stuff like editing this stupid video. So, okay. Good. Get back into it. Painting is fun. Ask Dizzy. She's good at it too. Dizzy and Jean. They're both really good painters. Oh, that's cool. Dracaries? Orcs from the Dracaries? That's cool. I see that video. Or are you recording that or you're not? That would be cool. Gene, yeah, you gotta start your own YouTube now. Do it. Do it, man. Do it. Just do it. Like he says. Just do it. Oh, this is so weird. This is the thing about why I hate recording live, because people are going to come back to this, going to think that I'm talking to myself. I really should read off your what you guys are typing so they know what I'm replying to. But right now I just sound like a crazy editing guy, right? Alright, so we changed the deployment. The strat still stays the same because that's going to stay the same throughout the whole video. So anything I drop in between here will be cut off by the left and right. Oh, I think I missed something here. Oh, yeah, I did. I missed the card. Do I need the cards for deployment? No, but I'm going to have to go ahead and put it in anyways just to fill up space on the left of the screen here. So let's do that. Alright, so this is how I sync. It's really easy. There's actually programs out there that will auto sync it for you, but you really don't need that to do it. So open the deployment clip here.
Recording on sound. We're in a wide cam.
Alright. If you hear this, I'm actually calling out the cameras that I'm turning on. So I don't know what order they're in. Sometimes that's important, sometimes not. But
That one hasn't been working.
I'm trying to get the...
okay, and this is when I was having trouble with the camera on top. I remember that.
Card cam. You're short ass. Can you read right here? Recording on top cam. Ah, didn't move it. I moved it.
Okay, I'm just trying to figure out where we...
I will deploy first.
Crap. Alright, I didn't sync the files here on deployment. So this is one of those problems I have. You know, that's why you hear me clapping. When I clap, I sync to that. But since I don't have that, because we were having camera problems and we were trying to get the camera to turn on, I completely forgot to sync it. So what we have to do is find a spot where we could sync it. A common sound between all three cameras. I think I found one.
You're shaking so much before the game, man.
It's because of these stupid things.
Stupid. We also have the squatters markers.
Right.
Okay. We're already well into the video there, so I can't sync it there. We'll just sync it somewhere in here.
I have like
Oh, it hasn't been
recording on card cam.
Alright, it has to be in here somewhere because it has to be in between turning on the top cam, which is the last camera we turned on, and before when we actually start the actual filming.
Recording on top cam. Didn't move it.
Alright, you hear that?
Didn't move it.
Okay, what happened there was I think I fell or I hit the pole and moved the camera. So I'll use that, hopefully. You hear that clap or snap? It's even harder because I talked. It's going to be a little hard. Let me see if I can find a better spot.
Didn't move it. I moved it.
Okay, maybe that. That is a metal chair I'm moving. Right there. Right before I move that metal chair. I'm going to... Deployment was only 3 minutes. Makes things easier then. Okay, we'll copy all that, make that shorter, so we have a shorter timeline to work with. Alright. So if I want to put in about 3 clips, I'm going to move this down so I have empty audio tracks to play with. And this is what's really annoying about Premiere, is when you start a new segment, it has these tracks added on there, and I don't want those. Take that out. Delete 4. The stereo tracks is what they are, I think, but I'm not using stereo. 5, 6. Alright, so that leaves me 3 open tracks, which is fine. I'm only gonna bring in, I'm bringing in 3 clips. One of them is the card camera. I'm not gonna actually bring in the audio. So let's pull in the card cam clip. And for those guys watching, sorry if I'm not looking over and seeing what you guys are talking about, you know, because I'm actually concentrating on editing. But I will look and see if you guys have questions or you guys just want to talk. It's so cool. You can see Dizzy and Gene. Oh, Congo. Hey, Congo. Oh, that is so cool. Well, we're having. I'm editing the new Malifaux how-to now, so you can watch that later when I finish, if I ever finish, in 6 or 7 months, because it's taking forever. Yeah, they all know I'm a little crazy, Diz. The fish tank channel's still there, Congo. I just haven't done much to it yet. I'm starting this again up, and then in order to make videos on fish tanks, I actually have to work on the fish tanks, which I haven't. I kind of let them kind of go a little, which is kind of okay. It gives me more materials to film about rebooting the tanks. So, but yeah, I mean, I'll get to them sooner or later. It's just right now I'm just trying to juggle 50,000 things at the same time and trying to see which one It would, keep my interest going. That's the whole thing. So let's see here. Where was I? Okay, pulling in the card cam deployment. Pull that up.
Recording on card cam.
Okay, now I have to listen because I can't see anything.
Your short ass can even reach up there.
Right here?
Yeah. There you go. Recording on top cam.
Hit the camera. There. Right there. That little click there, that's what I want. I'm going to pull in both. Actually, this should be at the top. Yeah. Because that is the card cam. Let me think. That's the card cam. Okay, now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to play this, and hopefully the sound file and the sound on that video, the card cam, matches. Okay, so I will deploy first. That's not bad. Okay, so I lucked out. That was a pretty good shot on the first try. So we'll go ahead and mute that.
We also have.
So now all you see is the video, and you see the real audio file, the nice audio file. That's how I synced it. All right, this is the bad way of syncing it because I forgot to actually clap. So I had to find something that's unique and sync it to that moment. Okay. Let me see here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to lock this video file, this video track here, where this is the card cam. Okay. Well, actually, it didn't lock it. There you go. I locked it. Okay. The reason why is because I'm going to go here and I'm going to delete. I click delete to delete the audio track to this video. Just mainly because I just don't want it sitting there. Okay, and then that way
Quarters markers.
We know it's already synced. Okay, now the card cam, the way it's filmed is, as you can see on the screen here, it's up and down. I have to actually flip it and then kind of squeeze it down. So I already done that on the setup clip here on the setup segment. So what I'm going to do is pull. I'm going to highlight or select the card cam segment here, file here, and then I'll just copy the video, the settings here of the position and scaling. That way I'll just go ahead and highlight that and paste it in, and boom, there you have it, just like that. All right, hopefully you can see the cards, and hopefully I got. Yeah, okay, it's right side up. Okay, cool. So I'm a little worried that I'm flipping the cards a little too low. Unfortunately, we won't know on the development segment because we're not flipping cards at this point. So let's go ahead and bring in the wide cam. And since I'm only really editing 2 clips, I don't have to set up a multicam clipping thing here. That one I will show later how I do that. Let's see here. Let's go to deployment.
Go to the wide cam. Angle cam.
Yeah, see, I was having trouble with the remote, and it wasn't turning on the top cam. So let's go and forward this a bit. So what ended up happening was Mario got on the chair. See, the pole was right there. That's I kicked the leggings on the pole. And if you're wondering what I'm looking at, there's a monitor off camera that's showing the top cam view. Okay, so what happened was, sounds like I was syncing to Mario moving the chair. Right there, I said, ah. Right there. Right there. A little click. Oh, hopefully it's that's right. We'll find out. We'll put up the wide cam on the... Let's do that for right now. We'll turn that on. Okay. Here's the thing. Because we squeezed the middle part, because that's supposed to be the table, the wide cam is going to show wide. So again, I'll just go back to setup here, and every time it shows the wide cam, I'll have it the size that you see right now. Copy that, paste that in. I can't see Mario. Where's Mario's head? Oh, there he goes. So let's see if it sounds right. Uh-oh.
Okay, so I will deploy first.
We also have the squatters markers already on the board. Basically, we have to flip with 180.
Yeah, can you hear the difference? If I was recording just with the camera sound, it sounds like shit. Here we go.
Gets 2 by the end of turn 2.
Okay, and you'll hear a lot of that on YouTube when you watch YouTube videos and people do that. If they're that close to the cam, you're gonna hear that. You're gonna hear the hissing too. That's why I love using the PAL mics, because you can hear the difference. I'll show you.
Standard deployment is 6 inches from the table edge.
Okay, and also we switched the build
We'll switch back.
because this marker wouldn't stand on that.
So that's why I always tell people, invest in audio equipment, because it makes your video 100 times better. We're going to mute that track there. Okay, and then we'll bring in the top cam. And this one here, I haven't measured out for this yet.
Recording on top cam. Remove it.
See, that's where I kicked the stand.
Okay, so move it. I moved it.
Trying to find the area where Mario put the chair away. Right there. Right there. We'll pull that in. Put that underneath the wide cam shot. And let's go ahead and close that up. There we go. Now, I have to... So I was guessing on the work here. On where the top cam would sit. I don't want to cut out too much, it's a problem. Alright. So here's what I have to do. Go up. What I'm going to do is kind of anchor it to that corner. Up, and then what I'm going to have to do is give a little give on the right, and hopefully they won't notice difference when it switches over from setup to deployment. I mean, I could go back and adjust it. Not a big deal. I haven't rendered it yet, anyways. So where is it? Background there. Boom. Okay, you see that? See what I'm trying to do is cut that in. Okay, so it's not that much. Okay. I mean, that's where the card flips will go. I also want to show more of the table than anything. To make it a little bigger and fix this down here without losing any quality. So why don't we go to 105? Oops. Back down to here. And there's a dog outside. What's with the dog? What the hell am I? Okay, so that must be this one here. Nope. That's audio. What am I doing? That's why. So retarded. Okay, cool. Alright, so I'm going to make this 105%. I think you could usually go up to 120% from its regular resolution without losing any quality. So again, we'll go and do that. Down a little, which I'm hoping it's more than enough. Yes. Kind of works. Alright, that's more than good enough. I'm going to go back up here and move it to the right a bit. Alright, so it's not going to leave much room for the cards, but the card flipping, that's fine. I could work with that. So that's what you're going to see when it's top down. Okay. So let's go ahead and move everything and match everything up. So we can shorten the timeline and know what the hell we're doing. Okay. Alright, everything should be matching. Alright, voila. And now, go and turn back the wide cam and turn this off. So now I have to fix the damn wide cam. Damn it. I should actually measure this out first. Is what I should have done. Before I went and put the everything on it. So, well, which is alright. Do that. And I think I wanted it to, for this, do a thing like that. Because there's nothing going to be in top and bottom. And later on, maybe I could put some designs on top and bottom. Okay.
Okay, so I will deploy first.
We also have the squatters markers.
Right.
Okay, you see how he's showing that? He's doing that. We're going to go ahead and cut to the top cam. See, I'm not using it. There's a thing in Adobe Premiere, a feature, and it's multi-camera editing. But since I'm just doing it with two cameras, I don't need to do that. Multi-camera editing means that you're putting all the camera angles into a multi-monitor layout, and then you could just click 1, 2, and 3, and it'll switch. It's like an actual editing bay that you would when you're filming TV shows or something, which is kind of cool. But since I'm just only using two angles here, I don't need it.
Well, I will deploy first.
We also.
Okay, so he goes.
We also.
So I want them to show that Mario's is reaching over to show something on the table, and this is where we're going to cut. Alright, so that's the top. I'm going to zoom in more so I don't. There we go. Cut that there. Okay. Go move that out. Oh yeah, that's right. I'll do it like this. Okay, and we'll kind of have to do this hard way, but that's fine.
We also have. We also have the squatters markers.
Right.
All right.
Okay. Alright, problem here. It's going to be awkward because of the way the camera's
we also
angled.
have the squatters markers.
Right? He's actually... This should be up and down. and he should be at the top because that's where his name is. So let's flip this whole clip here, and we'll rotate it negative 90 degrees, and we'll move it. Shoot. Actually look better the other way. So that means I actually have more room on the right side. So let's fix that again. Welcome to the joys of editing. I'll work out too much of that side. If I do, you might not see the figures. Alright, cool.
Right. Already on the board, basically we have to flip with 1 AP.
Okay.
Flip with 1 AP. Whoever gets 2 by the end of turn 2, and consequent with 1 AP, whoever gets.
Okay, listen to how he's talking.
Flip with 1 AP, whoever.
Flip with 1 AP, pause, whoever. So that's what we're going to cut back.
With 1 AP, whoever.
Okay, because it takes that breath there. So let's go ahead and go in here and jump back in here. Okay. Now normally I would delete this part of the clip, but we're still editing, so I'll go back and delete it later.
1 AP, whoever gets 2 by the end of turn 2, and consecutive turns after that is 1 point, 1 point, 1 point.
Now here's another cool thing you could do. It's a little distracting to me, but if you want to be really fancy schmancy, what you can do is go to the bottom clip here. You see how like the wide camera is overlaying the close-up top cam? What we can do is go ahead and highlight this clip, the bottom clip there. So whenever you're showing the widescreen on top of the clip below, what we could do is go ahead and throw in a video effect and find out where it is. There we go, blur and sharpen. And what we could do is Gaussian blur, pull in the blur here and just blur it up like that. So you have that little cool effect.
Whoever gets 2 by the end of turn 2.
Let's do it at 80.
Flip with 1 AP. Whoever gets 2 by the end of turn 2, and consecutive.
See? So you get that like really cool effect that you see in TV shows and stuff. But whatever, we're not doing CSI here, so I'm gonna close that out there.
1 AP. Whoever gets 2 by the end of turn 2, and consequent.
Now you'll see I'll delete the bottom video once we get to the next cut.
Standard deployment is 6 inches from the table edge.
Okay. And also we switched the building.
Yeah.
Okay, now you see where I say we switch the building?
6 inches from the table edge.
Okay.
And also we
Inches from the table edge.
Okay. And also we switched the
Standard deployment is 6 inches from the table edge.
Okay. And also we.
Okay, and also we right there. I want to go ahead and snip this down here. Snip this down here. Okay, and then delete that. So that way when we go over again, you'll just see the background.
With 1 AP, whoever gets 2 by the end of turn 2.
The problem is the bars on top and bottom is really distracting. But I can't, there's nothing I can do about it. So we'll deal with that. I don't have a third camera person to hold the camera and actually do close shots and stuff, which is great because the first Malifaux Batrep I did the how-to with Eric, we actually had less doing the camera work. The roaming camera, the wide cam you see there was all less as work, so that's why you see it was more fluid. I like that. I wish I had a third camera person that knew what they were filming. Okay.
And also we switched the building.
Yeah.
Just because this marker wouldn't stand on that.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's quick cut.
Okay. And also we switched the building.
Yeah.
Just because this marker wouldn't stand on that.
Yeah.
That's what you call it. The pointing.
Okay, that works perfectly. Do that. Cut to that.
that whatchamacallit, the pointy top of it. So
Okay, and this is when I start measuring. I'll go ahead and cut it there. So again, it's about the flow. When you're doing cuts, gotta know the flow, gotta know what you're doing. Don't make it really awkward and cut for no damn reason.
that whatchamacallit, the point.
Especially when long ass videos.
Yeah.
You gotta keep the eye moving, but you also don't want to annoy the freak out of your audience.
Top of it. So
Now let's go back to the comments. See what you guys are talking up a storm. Nice. Well, that's good. At least you guys are entertaining yourself while I'm doing the boring stuff. I'm always scared that when I do something like this, it might be a bit boring. But I know Dizzy edits her own stuff, so I'm pretty sure she already knows how boring this crap is. And why the hell we sit here middle of the night wondering what the hell we're doing this for. Necromunda is an awesome game. It's fun. I agree with you there, Gene. Okay, going on. Maybe I should not cut it there. Okay, I'll cut it there. Right there. I don't know exactly, because I'm going to have to recut this again. That's the problem. After I render it. Okay. So now we're showing the top can because I'm placing all the figures.
You're shaking so much before the game, man.
Okay. See where he makes that comment? I might keep that in.
Shaking so much.
Sometimes banter is good. Too much banter is bad.
You're shaking.
Okay. This one we delete the top. There you go.
You're shaking so much before the game, man.
it's because of these stupid things.
Stupid.
And I'll go ahead and flip back.
Stupid.
Right there.
And this guy is so off balance.
See, I have the wide cam up there, so I can't see. I'll just go and turn that off, so I can see what's going on.
And this guy is so off balance. Off balance.
And we'll go ahead and cut there.
So off balance. Alright, I'm done with my deployment.
Alright, I'm gonna deploy.
And then what the hell is Mario doing? You can't see because it's so small. Not Mario, the screen. Then again, I don't know if Mario's small or not. Ha ha ha. Alright, let's see here. What's he doing?
Stupid things.
Stupid.
And this guy is so off balance. Alright, I'm done with my deployment.
Alright, I'm gonna deploy.
Okay, right there he's putting his model in, so we'll go there and then cut to the top cam from right there. Did I screw up? No, I didn't.
Alright, I'm done with my deployment.
Alright, I'm gonna deploy.
See, I might go back and then zoom in on that area. Because you don't really need to see all that, right? So I could do a, like, kind of a tight in zoom.
It's out in the open. You don't care.
The only problem with that is, if I zoom in too close, I'll lose resolution.
There, I've covered. I don't think you can reach me in turn 1, so
No.
I should be good.
Okay. When he's done filling with his fondling his models, we'll do a cut. Right there. Right there.
Covered. I don't think you can reach me.
Still following with his models, but we're probably going to cut it there. Because right now we're just wasting time here, but it happens. Stop wasting time, guys. Jeez. Swear, who the hell films these things?
Hold on. I'm deployed. Oh wait,
Okay.
hold on.
Hey, that in range.
Yep.
Okay, actually I gotta do a cut there.
I'm deployed. Oh wait,
Okay.
hold on.
Cut it there.
Hey, that in range.
Yep.
Okay. Then we'll cut back. Oh.
Hey, that in range.
Yep.
Alright, and switches
Now,
back.
I guess you could.
And we are done with deployment.
Now we shuffle our cards.
Oh, okay. So let's.
Okay, and then that's when the cutscene comes in for turn 1. And we're done with the. Well, we're not done with deployment. I gotta go back and do some other stuff. See, now once I've done all the cuts and stuff, I have to render this, like I said before, and start putting all the other animation stuff on top. Soulstone spinning. You keep track of how many soulstones we have. That spinning soulstone. If you remember from the first battle rep, gotta stick those in. Oh, I got to put in the schemes. Forgot to put in the schemes too. But yeah. And then I gotta do some graphic stuff, like the character portraits and setting their wounds up and stuff like that. It's so much to do. I'm just gonna stab myself in the eye now. Now, alright, before we say goodnight, something I wanted to do.
Squatters markers
Right.
already on the board. Basically, we have to flip.
Talk about the markers there.
Okay. And also we switched the building here
Yeah.
just because this marker wouldn't stand on that.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
whatchamacallit, the pointy top of it.
Okay, now this is me putting my models down. You see how it's this whole space? We don't need that. I'm putting my models down here. So we'll go ahead and show this. And then what I'll do, right when I start putting the models in, click that. We'll open the scale and we'll put a marker for position and scale. Move it up about 5 frames. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put another marker there. So what we'll do now is go to 100%, 20%, and move it up like this. Alright, so we'll actually show now. Damn, I don't know if I should move it anymore. If I move it anymore, I'm gonna lose resolution. It's gonna look blurry. Pretty sure. Well, let's see. Let's do it at 150 and see what happens. Alright, I have to keep it on the same marker or right there. So what happens is cuts to there, to the top cam. See my ruler. And then I just sort of move in there. I don't know, that's a little too fast. Go to another 5 frames. Yeah, 10 frames? Let's go back to that marker. Oops. Where'd it go? 15 frames then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We already did 10. That works. Now the problem is 150%. What if I go 200? Alright, I'm pushing the limit here. I know this will be blurry as hell. I don't know if it should be done. Alright, it's not rendered, so we're not entirely sure if it's gonna show blurry or not. Alright. It's a little blurry. Yeah, it's gonna get a little blurry, but
You're shaking so much before the game, man.
I think it's worth it.
Because of these stupid things.
Stupid.
And this guy is so awesome.
I think it's worth it. What do you guys think? Just a little blur just so you can see a little better where I'm placing the models. This is where a 4K camera will come in handy, which I'll probably be getting one soon. Someone promised me if I started making videos, get a new camera for me. So that'll be cool. If I had a 4K camera showing on the top cam, I can actually show dice rolls and everything very clearly because it's 4K. 4K rendered as a 1080p video, because I'm not going to render 4K videos. Really don't need it. And if I did, I wouldn't be zooming in close anyways. So 4K video would be really good at this point in time. Alright. We'll go with it. We'll go with it. Alright, so we'll make sure we're zoomed in. Copy that motion or the settings. I'll copy it to the next clip so it's there. Oh, why is it not there? Oh, I know why. Come here. It's actually copying the actuals. How do I just copy the last settings? Oh, I'll just do this. Go here. Look at that. And I will simply take those out. And that should stick the last settings that I had. Yeah. What I'm going to have to do is, because I put it, see right here, it's in the middle, I'm going to have to shorten that. And since I'm doing it to cut right in, should be okay. Alright. So what I'll do, right about here, that, go 15 frames, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, plug it back in, and then reset it. No, don't reset it, that's not good. I have to get the settings from the last one. So the settings was 971.441. At 105%. That did not work. The joys of editing. What was it before? 105 971.441. $971.441. 105. Why is it not quartering right now? I'm missing something. I hate when this happens. Takes me a while to figure it out. I needed to go back to the way it was. Start this whole fiasco. There, that's where we want. Nine seven one four four 105. Uniform scale. Oh, how did that get moved? That's it's annoying. This whole thing moved for some reason. Oh, you know why? Let me. That's why. It got reflipped for some reason. I don't know why that happened. Is that right? What else am I missing? Why do I feel like I'm missing something? Guess I'm not. I remember Mario distinctly. Mario going behind this building at some point, and that's, you're not going to be able to see what's going on there. I don't want to go digging for that clip. It would take forever.
So much before the
annoying. Alright, I'll have to deal with that later.
game, man.
It's because of these stupid things.
Stupid.
And this guy is so off balance. Alright, I'm done with my deployment.
Alright, I'm gonna deploy.
Yeah, looks good so far. Nah, no GoPros. Not really. Maybe, I don't know.
In the open, you don't care.
I actually want a decent 4K, maybe.
There, I've covered.
Not one of those big ones, but something that looks like the G20 I have here, right? The G20 is nice, small, it's still chunky, right? So Sony has one that's 4K. I know Vixia, the Canon Vixia, they just came out with the 4K. I think it's like $3,000. I don't think I need all the features on it. So the Sony has one, and the Panasonic has a 4K camera. At this size of a camera, and it's less than $1,000. Well, it's about $1,000, I think. But we'll see what happens. Okay, that's a lot of dead zone, dead stuff.
Deployed. Oh wait, hold on.
Oh, did I not zoom in on Mario's thing? Yeah, I didn't do his zooming in there either. Ah, don't really have to. This is when you start getting lazy. There. We'll then place that figure, and then we'll zoom in right there. Okay. Clip, 15 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Clip. 200%. Where is he? There he is. Actually, let's zoom out a bit more. 200. Let's do 180. Do that. That kind of works. Freaking helicopter.
You just saw him in the open. You don't care.
I have cover. There, I have cover. I don't think you can reach me in turn 1, so
No.
I should be good.
Alright, copy that. Alright, let's move that back out.
No.
I should be good.
Right about there. Clock, 15 seconds. Clock. We're at 105. What position were we at? 971441. There's a 1. 1. Go.
I have cover. I don't think you can reach me in turn 1, so
No.
I should be good.
Zooms back out. Okay. Do the zooming and zoom out so people, when they're watching it, they know where the... Gives them a better idea of where you're placing the models.
Wait, hold on.
This one we could just leave. I don't need to zoom in on this one. They already know the general area where he's deployed.
Now, I guess you get to choose who
No, we shuffle our cards.
Oh.
Okay, this part will be cut it out. Alright, so that's it. And I think I'm done for tonight. Thank you for joining me and everyone in the chat. Dizzy, I missed you. Gene, I missed you. Congo, missed you. It's been fun. I'll probably do this again tomorrow. So maybe I'll actually announce it and people will actually come and join us. I don't know. Anyways, Dizzy, hope to talk to you again soon. Let me know what's going on with you. And yeah, so that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and remember, this is a live recording, so there's no fancy schmancy editing. I just wanted to edit with you guys. I know some of you guys been asking to see some of the process and what I do and how I do it. So we'll do more of these. It's been fun. Then that's it, guys. Remember, like if you like, some if you haven't. Share if you love me, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye. How do you turn this thing off? I don't know how do you turn it off.